Hey everybody, Lone Wolf Rick here, and I am inside the Classic Automobile Museum they have here at Don Laughlin's Riverside, here in Laughlin, Nevada. We just did a quick look around here, the whole room actually. And this is just part of the room because it circles around and goes to the other side. I love this place. I said it's like in my walk video this morning, if I lived here in Bullhead City or Laughlin, I'd be here probably once a week. All right, everybody, so I'm going to walk around, and I'll just kind of like highlight some of the cars that I really like here at the museum. This is perhaps one of the most classiest cars that have ever been made. These old Cords. At least that's my opinion. They are absolutely gorgeous. And if I was a gazillionaire, I'd definitely have one of these in a collection. Just sitting in the garage, probably doing nothing, but it's like, it is absolutely an amazing automobile. I want to get the back of it also. One of my all-time favorite as far as the 1930s automobiles. I mean, look at that. Look how futuristic it is for 1937, huh? It's right across so this 1930 Studebaker four-door and this 1929 Franklin. Kind of reminds you of the gangsters, doesn't it? The gangster era. When you're up here in the Auto Museum, this is your this is the view of the river from the Riverside Hotel and Casino from up here at the Classic Automobile Museum. How about this, everybody? This is a 1914 Ford Model T truck. Can you imagine having one of these, driving it around Las Vegas, have my Lone Wolf Rick logo on it, the YouTube channel? I bet I could pick up the subscribers that have viewed driving this thing, huh? That's probably what I could afford, but I'm sure it's pretty expensive also, that little kid's Corvette. This is a 1940 Pontiac station wagon. See, with the old woody sides on it. Looks pretty comfortable, huh? I wonder if that would allow me to make trips coast to coast across the country. 1957 Cadillac two-door. I know back in the day that would get me coast to coast and across the country. Another beautiful automobile from the 50s. A 1970 Chevelle LS6 Super Sport. I bet that car's got some get up and go, huh? Look at it, it's got the big block 454 in it. Very nice. And I always been a Corvette fan, any year Corvette. This is a 1968 Corvette. I actually had a friend who had a 1968 Corvette. He had a convertible back when I lived in Oklahoma. It would get up and go. Another Corvette, 1954 Corvette. This would have been the second year of this Corvette. How nice is that, huh? Then a 1957 Thunderbird. And the reason why I'm showing this, I love the Thunderbird, but this is my dream car right here. This is the one from the time it's like that I was old enough to drive. I always said I'd own one. Unfortunately, never did, and unfortunately, never will be. This is the 1963 Corvette split window coupe. They only made it the 1 year, 1963, with the split window. These things, you know, if you get one fully restored, it's like looking gorgeous like this one. can run up to $200,000 now. What an automobile. This one here, that's 1963 Buick Riviera. It's the first year of the Riviera. I had a chance to buy one years ago and never did. And I always kicked myself for it. Always figured it was just a toy. And now it's more than that. It's a huge investment. It's a very nice automobile. The 1973 Ford Mustang Mach 1. I knew a guy in Oklahoma that had one of these. This is right before they tore the Mustangs apart and put those little 4-cylinder engines in them. What a shame, huh? I mean, this car would get up and go. Had that 351 cubic inch Cleveland engine in it. Those engines are super expensive now. Of course, this car is probably on everybody's list of one of the favorites. A 1957 Chevy 2-door. Beautiful turquoise color. It's super nice. And then right here next to it, the inspiration for the Stephen King novel and movie, 1957 Plymouth Fury. Remember the movie Christine? This 1957 Plymouth Fury is what it was based on. It's another gangster mobile. 1934 Ford Deluxe, 4-door sedan. I think it's just like the one that, well, maybe not exactly this nice, but the one like Bonnie and Clyde drove. It's like when the G-Men shot him up. This one's actually for sale, it says $81,600. You can play gangster until your heart's content on this car. 1968 Chevy El Camino. Super nice. I always remember when as a kid, it's like, is this a car or a truck? What's it supposed to be? When this came out, I would have been 8 years old. When I was a kid growing up, I had an aunt and uncle that had a 1964 Studebaker Avante. Theirs was kind of like a pearl white. I always thought it was pretty funky looking. Now look at it now. And I will admit, it's like I'm kind of a pickup guy also. I love the old pickups. This is a 1955 Ford F-100. My grandpa in Missouri, it's like always had an old pickup, either an old Chevy or old Ford pickup. It's like that he would drive around, but he never had anything as fancy as this one. This is an actual beautiful truck. And we got a 1955 Ford Thunderbird. Very nice. How about that, huh? The 55, a little bit smaller than the 57. Sitting right behind it there that I showed a little bit earlier, but super nice car. This one says it's all original. Then over here we got a 1966 Mustang GT convertible. Super nice also, very nice. All right, everybody, that's a quick look at the my favorite cars anyway. One of these days I'll do a full walkthrough and do the whole museum, show you everything in here. I'm Low Wolfric. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Hey, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, hit every button that's on there. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.